All right, we recently had a request to do a video on how I do fiberglass stuff. This shouldn't be very long, and I'll kind of break it all down.
Oh, all right, we're live.
Okay, go ahead.
What do you want me to do? Just like do an intro or something?
Yeah, I'm ready whenever you are.
All right, here we are, guys. We're at the shop, as you can see. Got the cars in the background. Yeah, thank you. This week, yeah, we're gonna cover some fiberglass work. Is that gonna be in the? No, is this essentially gonna be in this video as well?
No.
No. Okay, we're not gonna.
This is great.
Yeah, so we're gonna cover some fiberglass work. Just got a little side project over here on Blake's car, so we're gonna be covering that. And I think that's about it for this week.
What's going on, guys? Oh, am I doing this?
All right, we recently had a request to do a video on how I do fiberglass stuff. This shouldn't be very long, and I'll kind of break it all down. So it doesn't need to be anything fancy. You can literally get this from Walmart. It's just fiberglass resin. I get these little cups. You don't have to do the cups if you don't want to, but it's going to be a nightmare trying to figure out all your stuff if you don't have a cup. So you got 2 ounces, 4 ounces, 6 ounces, all these different choices. I normally do 2 or 4. I try to keep the amount of waste down as much as possible. It comes with this stuff. This is the hardener, liquid hardener. So if I do 2 ounces, I literally do 10 drops for every ounce. So it'd be 20 drops, 40 drops, 60 drops. But I'm gonna start with 2 ounces. It probably won't be enough, but oh well. This is Blake's fenders, by the way. Blake's an absolute idiot, and this thing is like completely destroyed. And I don't even know how he did half the stuff that he did to this car and the ways that he fixed it, but I mean, that's life. The good news is Blake doesn't watch any of my videos because he doesn't watch YouTube, so he'll never see this. All right, so dump the resin in, obviously. Comes out in clumps. It's really weird, but it's not clumpy. It's smooth. It's like molasses in January. All right, so that's in there. 2 ounces should be, yep, looks good. Normally you put gloves on so you don't have to constantly wipe your fingers off for being sticky like I am right now. And then I'll do 20 drops. All right, so that's in there. And then you just go anywhere and you buy like these 30-cent brushes because every single time you use it, it gets ruined. So I mix that bad boy up. And then again, sticky hands. What I'll do here is I will position you so you can see a little bit better. Yo. And I literally just brush it on to put a layer down. So some of the stuff I do ahead of time, if it's a crack like this, I actually have the backside of this fender already taped. That way it kind of holds its position. And then on the inside, I grind it down to give it a smooth surface to attach to. That way we're good there. I'll typically put the thinner pieces on first. Kind of let that touch. Let this touch. Doesn't matter if it hangs off a little bit. The idea is to get the entire crack. You can always grind off once it's dry because it literally gets completely solid. Then I just put some resin over the top and I dab, 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 dab until the stuff is clear. And then you know it's fully in there. Typically 2 layers is always good and it's plenty. What you got to think about is when this stuff dries, it has a ton of weight to it. So it can make your panels heavy in weird areas. And then it also gets thick. So kind of put this one a little bit different area. This one wasn't hanging off, so now I'm hanging that piece off. And then you guys will see for 2 ounces how much of this product I wasted because I'm not going to need nearly as much as I did. But that's life. So that one's good. Stick this bad boy down. Again, gloves are smart, so you don't have this crap going on. But I'm lazy today, apparently. And then yeah, once it's all clear like that, it is good. I typically let everything sit for at least 24 hours. 24 hours kind of seems like the mark for me. I do go the 10 for the hardener is a little bit heavy, so it dries pretty quick. All right, fun times. Now we got this really goofy spot that Blake has here, where he literally broke the fender away from its mounting point somehow. So I'm just gonna put some resin in there. So we're good that way. I'm gonna put a piece of the strand in there. So you can get weave, and then you can get ones that kind of like it's a perfect pattern. I like the strand style like this because it's just way stronger for whatever reason. So that's kind of my move. Normally you're able to dab, but the crap's in the way. So we're not dabbing too much. Dab. All right. And then to hold it all together, I at one point had a self-tapper somewhere. I don't know what I did with it. So you stay there, I'll grab another one.
It's just gone.
All right, and then we're gonna put this bad boy in here to hold it together, hopefully. All right, and then I'm gonna let that dry. So this is where we're at. So obviously this entire area right here is pretty set. Obviously you can see the crack and all that stuff too, but that will all dry up with resin. Once it's completely dry, you actually be able to flip it over from the backside, sand it smooth, and do the same thing. You can put a skim coat on it, a filler, and sand it smooth if you want, however you choose to do that. And then on this side, you can kind of see where I put that self-tapper in just to hold it all together. So that self-tapper will hold that together, sandwich it. Once it's completely dry, I'll be able to pull that out, and then I can scuff all the extra crap and all the leftover. Sanding's not the most fun, so if you want to clean up your mess a little bit, you can always do that too. That helps out. So that is a quick synopsis on how to fix your stuff with fiberglass. So it doesn't matter how big it is, as long as you can figure it out, it gets better and better. So if you look at this bad boy right here, this is an entire gas door for an S14 rear quarter panel. I would pick it up and show you the opposite side, but it's wet right now, so I can't do that. But that's how we fix it. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. See ya! Alright, not sure where this is going to end up in the video, but I figured I should post a little extra thing here. So, Blake's got these holes everywhere, and those super suck, and he's got a whole bunch of holes in the jamb of his car. I'm going to weld and fill all those because it drives me crazy. And what I did is I literally made like little boats out of tape, is what I call them, or little bowls, I guess you could say. I like to think of them as little boats. And then I just pour the resin in there. And then it completely dries and the tape peels right off. It does not stick to the resin. I have no idea why, but it's magic. And then once you peel it off, you just kind of sand it smooth. And then those holes are gone and you can kind of put everything back in the spot that you want. Once you spray and paint the panels, then obviously you can't see them anymore, which also works great. So that's another little tip that I wanted to give you guys. I fixed this corner as well. So once that's good, you got to get some in from the backside. This was all cracked. That's all fixed now. And then this was cracked and broken, and that is also fixed. So you can kind of see how it all looks. But those boats, that guy, and both of those guys were all 4 ounces, and I still have a bunch left. So that's how it goes. Pee-wee got a fresh cut. Okay, bye. Say bye, Pee-wee.